Yeah, it's quite exciting. I wouldn't say I'm even half as good as a driver as you are, but definitely, yeah, I'm a fan. I enjoy the races. Renuka, I've been following them for like 30 plus years. So for me, it's just an added advantage today that I'm endorsing MotoGP with Eurosport and Discovery Plus. I'm fortunate, let me put it that way.
It's been a crazy season. This time Marquez coming back after his injuries and winning the German GP, that Zarco and Oliveira battle.
Yeah.
So what's been your favorite moment this season?
I think Marquez winning in the German GP because he's the king of the ring, like he's popularly called, and his comeback was very emotional. Of course, my heart is always with Valentino Rossi. I think it works for him and for Petronas Yamaha that he moves away from them next year. But it's been a joy, and I think I've been really fortunate to have been watching Rossi from the start of my MotoGP viewing life. I've in fact been to races where Rossi's raced. I went to Brno in the Czech Republic, I went to Sepang, and I saw him race, and it is lovely. I met him, so it's been really special. But I think as of today, it's become so competitive, Renuka. The difference between, when you see the qualifying, the first and the 20th guy, it's 0.8 seconds. Where you call the last guy a slow bike, So it's a lot of fun, and I love watching Quartararo now, young French kid.
Yeah, but what about him taking his chest protector and flinging it off onto a live racetrack?
That was crazy, but I think he got stuck. There was something that wasn't right here, and he tried to pull it out, and that was quite crazy. And the other race also where he was first and then he landed up 13th because of his arm pump issue. He had arm pump surgery. Yeah, Quartararo is very interesting to watch. And I don't know whether you saw after one of the races, he tried to do a golf victory thing and just couldn't get it. But it's fun to watch these young kids.
So you pretty much answered my next question, which was going to be just take
I would not want him to retire. I want him to. I think MotoGP exists in a big way because of Rossi as well. He's a Michael Schumacher of motorcycling, and I think it's important that he stays in the race. Of course, he's got a VR46 team, and I'm assuming that next year he goes on to his own VR46 team with Ducati. That's what I assume, because Petronas will probably look at a younger rookie that they take in there. I think Morbidelli he may move from Petronas, he may move to Yamaha because Vinales is moving out, and Vinales goes to Aprilia, which is a shock move. I don't think the Petronas team will get Dovizioso because they want a younger rider. And if Rossi gets his own team, a VR46 team supported by Ducati, then I would like to see Rossi in the races for at least a couple of seasons more, but at least one season.
Right.
Rossi's been posting faster timings than he's ever posted, but he still is 15th and 14th on the grid.
Like you said, it's become so incredibly competitive.
It's very competitive. Like I was just doing an interview with Mrs. Eva Tata, who's the MD of Discovery Plus, and I think a similar question was asked to her. And I think she answered it rightly. She said it's the responsibility of the broadcaster to really push the sport. So I think it's a two-pronged approach. One is, I'm a fan of Autocar. I read Autocar, I watch your shows, Renuka. I love Hurma Sorabji. When I buy a new car, I call up Hurma Sorabji and I say, Hurma, what should I do? And he guides me. So I think when it's portals like yours and platforms like yours that actually popularize it more. One is a broadcaster, but I also believe because it's such a there's so much of investment that goes into the sport. I think it's important to get the grassroots right.
Yeah.
And if you get the grassroots right, and you get oil companies and motorcycle companies and car companies and tire companies to sponsor young kids from the age of 4 or 5 to get into the sport. And then when you see a star out of India, then only will it be a more popular sport. Why is cricket and the IPL the most popular league and sport in the world and in India? It's because the best come from India. Why is ISL, the Indian Super League, not? Because you don't have a champion football player like a Messi, a Neymar, a Mbappe, a Ronaldo from India. So unless your grassroots is really strong, and you get a star rider. Like I think you have the Arjun and the Kushmanis and the younger lot, Jihan Daruwala. I tried watching one of his races on F2 and I think he stood 5th in that race. So he's really good. But once he makes it into the pinnacle, that's when that's when the viewership goes up.
And you think we'll ever see a MotoGP in India?
Superbike was supposed to come to India 3 or 4 years ago. On the 18th of November, I think they were supposed to come to India. But I think the UP government then had some rule that it's entertainment, not sport, and I don't know where these guys function from. And anyway, so I think I would want to see the MotoGP come to India. I think our Bull International Circuit, I've gone around the circuit. I think it's world class. Correct me if I'm wrong, Renuka. You know more than me.
Yeah.
And I went around it in a Mercedes, and they took me for I found it amazing. I said, this is a world class track. What's happening? MotoGP, I also enjoyed it. And one fine day I got a call from one of the people here at Eurosport saying, will you endorse this? I'm very excited, but I have to sound less excited. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll do it. We finally formalized the contract, and now I'm going to be endorsing MotoGP for 2 years with Eurosport and Discovery Plus. But I think it's a big plus because I would want, just like you would want through PowerDrift, I want a lot of people to see the MotoGP because you and I, at least I know this, we're obsessed with the MotoGP, so we want more people to see it. So it's a blessing. It's not about, honestly, it's not about an actor doing a brand.
Okay.
It's about really celebrating what you enjoy doing the most. And I enjoy MotoGP.
So you've seen this season how competitive it's been, how motorcycles have come to be so competitive. Who's been your man for the season?
Like I said, my heart's always with Valentino. I love him. I met him. Such a nice guy. He had come to Delhi also. I met him there. I met him in Brno in the Czech Republic. But I mean, I'm not a soothsayer, but I really think Quartararo is going to be very hard to beat.
Yeah.
Very hard. Of course, he's like I said, he's the king of qualifying.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be very, very hard to beat. He's so competitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to be against my V4. What can I do with it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I really think it makes a big difference with the downforce there.
Okay.
When you're going at 230, 240 plus, and but I don't know how I'm going to use that technology here. But I think it's like the same that like it happens in Formula One, where you have your cares, you kinetic energy reserve. So I just think it helps to have technology passed on, and that's why the concept of racing does exist.